People look at individuals with mental illness and they don't see an illness. They don't see a disability. They don't have a visible handicap that people can automatically assume that there's something going on.
I was horribly abused as a child, and as a result of that, and probably some genetics, I started having symptoms right after my parents died, within days. I wanted to over-medicate to get away from the pain and the feelings and all of that. And I was a cutter. I used to cut myself, and that was a really hard thing for my kids to deal with. I also overdosed numerous times, and that was a hard thing for my kids to deal with. My motivation was gone, and my want to die was big. My diagnosis is major depression, borderline personality disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. I've been with Community Reach Center now for about 14 years. I have been lucky enough to have the same therapist. Her name is Susan Anschutz. She's really a great therapist.
For many people who have had nothing but hardship in their life, it's hard to imagine having productive, satisfying relationships or life without suicide attempts or danger or brutality. And therapy is a way to help people begin to put pieces in place that will substitute for all the drama and all the negative stuff.
Gloria is now employed full-time with Behavioral Health Incorporated as the program director of the Rainbow Center, a gathering place for consumers from 3 community mental health centers.
So I think I'm really looking forward to that. And she said all of this recovery has led me to the place where I can encourage other people in their recovery. I think everybody is capable of recovery.
My diagnosis is bipolar 1 with there's some schizophrenia involved and some psychosis. A couple of years ago, was very homicidal. I learned that drinking helped relieve a lot of the symptoms. So over the years, I did become an alcoholic, medicating myself. When I was 19 years old, was my first hospitalization. I've had 9 hospitalizations since then. I'm 65 now. When I'd go in the hospital, they would say, well, you're an alcoholic, and then they would turn me loose. But I wasn't getting any help for the mental illness. Once I learned what the diagnosis was and that it was treatable, it was like a load lifted off my shoulders. I see Dr. Wade Marklin, who really helped me a lot to understand what was happening in my brain.
Understanding mental illness, understanding how the brain works and doesn't work is very important because I think it improves people knowing about themselves, it improves patient compliance with medications, and it gives them a sense that what they have is something organic, biologic, not different from cardiovascular disease, liver problems, anything like that. The brain is just another organ.
I'm more stable now than I've been in years, and that's really a miracle.